You got a Barbie card in there?
Yeah, it's a pink and purple wallet.
I mean, it's a purple Ninja Turtles one.
You guys are idiots. That's the hippest color he could have had. I love it.
Is my 4-year-old wallet not manly enough for you guys?
They're applying gender stereotypes.
Not nearly.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 955 of Hard Factor. It's another What the Fuck Wednesday, this time June 1st, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Midnight Eastern, 5 days a week, 24/7, 365. We thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, we're talking Mexican pizzas, manhunts, many mistakes, odd marriages, malicious aliens, Martian cyborgs, and much, much more.
It's going to be good.
Mm-hmm. Anything I miss, fellas?
How could you get much more than that, Will?
Strippers, talking dogs.
Yep.
And,
Social media laws.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sharks.
Sharks. Always sharks.
I'm not even going to tell you what you missed in mine because it's really vulgar. So I'm going to wait. You're going to have to wait.
Hell yeah. Wes has got, he always has. You can watch on youtube.com/hardfactor news.
Hard Factor News
is the
/Hard Factor
URL.
News. YouTube.com/Hard Factor News.
There we go.
Wes always has a little photo up on his auxiliary screen there. It's we call it the foreshadow photo. It lets you know what Wes is going to be discussing generally.
That's Kendra.
And that's some sort of bad girl back there.
She's a bad girl. And you can't see her, but she's got a pit bull on the bed, too.
Yeah.
Is it a doll? It looks like a sex doll.
Check it out.
Wes has been known to be tricked by them before.
Yeah.
No, that's a real girl.
That's a girl.
She's pretty hot.
She's real.
She's pretty hot. Check this out, guys. As promised, childhood wallet, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, flip to the back, Shamu Club.
That's a very manly wallet you got there.
Yeah, real manly wallet.
Badass, bro.
Also,
Badass.
look at this trike license. Boom.
So
Pass
Will,
my test.
so Will, you understand that the
Pass
Shamu
my
Club,
test. Trike
the Shamu
license.
Club are people that are happy that Shamu's captivated. in
No.
captivity.
They're kids.
Yes.
They're
No,
kids who
no.
are
It sounds
fooled
like you were
into
happy that
thinking-
SeaWorld took in
No,
it sounds
Mark-
like you were on our side. Now you flipped.
It says that all
No.
of my donations are going to the orcas. And as a child, I didn't
to
know
the cap
about
to-
Tillicum.
yeah.
And look, I mean, all I knew was that it was a majestic animal.
Well, you got
And
you got
I
a
was a
BK
big
Kids
Free
Club
Willy
membership
fan.
in there?
So, no, Pat, just my trike license, my Shamu Club, and my United Club, which I was a member of until United turned to trash. And then
You got a Barbie card in there?
Yeah, it's a pink and purple wallet.
I mean, it's a purple Ninja Turtles one.
You guys are idiots. That's the hippest color he could have had. I love it.
Is my 4-year-old wallet not manly enough for you guys?
They're applying
Not
gender
nearly.
No, it's
stereotypes.
Not nearly.
I think it's dope, Will. It's color I would've
Also,
picked.
though,
progressive.
seeing my childhood home though made me wonder how much trouble we've gotten into if we had
So,
the
I'm
the
confused.
treetop patio.
Where was
inside
that
my
built?
yard.
So where was that built?
In my yard. It's my backyard.
So it's
It's on stilts.
It's freestanding from the home.
Yeah, it's on
Yes.
stilts.
Okay, cool. Sick.
Yeah.
Someone would have fallen off that thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
I mean,
sure.
for sure.
Multiple people.
It's a pretty high drop. It's like 25 feet. I mean,
Oh, it would have been like what's it, Lemmings? Like one guy after the other off the top. Yeah.
We'd have told your parents,
trouble.
we're doing a camp out there, but it really would have been a smoke out in the
Well,
tent.
we wouldn't have had to tell them anything because they were away, and then we would have been up there getting in trouble.
Yeah, you would have been covering up a fatality.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
It would have been lots of cops called because you can see it from the street too. So anybody just passing by can report you.
Plumes of smoke.
Your parents were at the lake house. Will's parents were at Africa.
Yeah,
Your parents would have
they
lost
weren't coming
everything.
home. Is the thing we knew
No,
they
you
weren't
knew.
coming back from Africa.
Yep.
For a couple days at least, you know.
Yeah, you had the schedule. You had the itinerary in advance.
Right.
Can someone get on the internet and check the flights back from Africa?
Yeah. You weren't getting like, there was definitely multiple parents that like walked in on us, like, oh crap, but it wasn't going to happen at that house.
Mm-mm.
No.
Let's do the news, boys. Let's be little newsy boys. Getting to read the news today.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
You guys ready for the fucking numbers? Updated as of today.
What's that?
Top Gun
numbers?
Maverick box office.
Ooh,
It's
we're
like
at
over
200.
300, isn't it?
It's north of 300, boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Oh, goddamn.
I just got out of it for the second time because I had to trick my son and not let him know that I went behind his back. And
Did
saw
he
with
go
my
behind
girlfriend.
your back, though?
No, he didn't. I asked him
Okay.
because he saw Fantastic. He claims he saw Fantastic Beasts, and I was like, "So tell me about the ending of Fantastic Beasts." He's like, "Why do you want to know?" And I was like, "I'm never going to see it. Just want to know." And then he told me like exactly what happens. I believe him, unless he's full of shit.
He couldn't have gone to Wikipedia.com and typed in Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah. No, it was in the car.
Okay. Yeah, I know, but he might have been prepared
He
because you
could've.
prepared. You were playing a game of chicken with him, right? Because
I was, yeah.
You were lying to him about not seeing it without him, and you thought he was doing the same with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
All right,
he's a smart
boys.
kid.
Of the worldwide box office as of Tuesday morning, $300 million north of, a little bit thereof. Domestic, that was 53%, 160 million and a half came from the domestic. International, 139 million and a half world from the international. That's the worldwide total of 300 something. That's a new record for Memorial Day release. And as we called it, about 55% of ticket buyers were over the age of 35. So really got the olds out to the theaters. The movie, guys, was the widest release of all time, playing at 4,700 North American cinemas. Holy
That's
shit.
awesome. Theaters
Let me
are back.
tell you, it's really good. It is a good movie. It's like the crowd I saw it with today was like a Southwest Airline crowd. They enjoyed all the cheesiness. They enjoyed the little like throwbacks. They were laughing. They were cheering. They were clapping. But after seeing it a second time, no way it's going to stand up to the original as far as how many times you can watch it.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it's
Yeah.
extremely cheesy and kind of like a scene for scene remake, but also awesome at the same time.
It is awesome, but
Because the
I
original
think I'm
was
done
so
watching it.
amazing.
I think I'm done watching it.
Wow.
Only two times in the theaters
Only
and
two
you're done
times.
watching
Only
it.
two
Yeah.
times in
I'm done
5
with it.
days,
Yeah.
and you're done
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
it.
I'm done.
just
Well, I had to
back
go
to back
again.
in the
I had
theaters.
to
That's
go
it.
again.
It's absolute
Congratulations.
bullshit.
That shit for Wes.
I had to go again.
Uh-huh.
You
Just
heard-
$60 in
Yeah.
tickets and concessions. That's
Get
it
off-
for Wes.
Two
Get
giant
off your
popcorns,
high
that's it.
horse. You went twice.
A man's got to have a line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Just saying.
I think it needs to do really well domestically, though, Pat, to get into that, what we were talking about, that 1.5, 1.3, 1.7, 2.0 billion range, because something tells me it's not going to do great in China and Russia. It's like a pro-America movie. It's not like the Avengers where it's like, ooh, it's awesome in China. No,
I saw
they're going to hate this fucking
A
movie.
Chinese producer even pulled out
Yeah.
like midway through the film.
There's
I'm
no
definitely
way.
gonna get a babysitter to go see it at some point though,
Nice.
because everybody says this is one you got to see in theaters.
Correct.
Well, guys, it landed $10 million north of the projection. So the projections were $150 million domestically. It landed about $160 million. We'll see how it does next weekend. Guys, the movie cost $170 million to make, and the marketing campaign was $125 million. So
They just crossed it.
they're just getting out of the woods here. I mean, that's a big gamble.
Oh, it's
I thought they was like
Yeah, but
500
first
million
weekend
to make.
though, they're about to
Yeah,
be
that's
all
cheap.
profit.
$170 is not cheap.
For
You
what
sure?
that
For
movie is, it sounds
It's a lot of
seems kinda
fucking
cheap.
money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. Huge amount of cash. Ticket
Some
sales,
nuts.
guys.
Gas. Can you imagine the gas? What if they were filming it this year? You guys see the gas
Oh.
price in LA today?
Jet fuel, man.
Yeah, but
$8 a gallon or more. in
what if
Los
they
Angeles.
crashed a couple of those planes when they were filming it?
Insurance takes care
They
of that.
did.
Well, come on. Spoiler alert.
Okay, moving on.
Of course
Guys,
they
if
crashed
you're
them.
wondering who was the biggest Memorial Day
Top Gun.
opener previously, it was Pirates of the Caribbean at the World's End, which was 153 million over the long weekend in 2007. I mean, look, either way, guys, if you're a movie fan, the fact that 14 years later, 15 years later, you have a film having an open weekend, technically still during COVID bullshit, doing this kind of numbers is massive. Huge for the movie business. If you want big fucking blockbuster movies, this type of gamble,
But I mean,
apparently,
Pat,
I haven't
isn't
seen the
this-
film. This type of gamble cannot be delivered on the small screen. Can't be.
Isn't this only such a big hit because COVID is endemic now? Like, I mean, COVID is technically 6 times more new infections today than it was this time last year.
Well, it's a small factor.
The
larger factor is the amount of content, right? And whether or not the trend of going to the theaters continues.
Right, but it's even like people aren't buying sweatpants anymore. They're buying like real pants to go back to work. Like it's over.
That's definitely part of it, but the bigger part of it is it's Tom Cruise in a Top Gun.
I mean, it's Top Gun too.
Look at all the other movies in the past couple weeks. They haven't been doing great.
Right.
This is the one.
It benefits from being the first blockbuster in this summer.
Now it might get the ball rolling.
People are going out and not giving a fuck.
This is great news for Jurassic
World. What you have right now,
World's going to smash. Yeah, exactly.
What you have right now is the guys that made this Top Gun have balls of fucking steel because every single movie studio is scared shitless.
No, they don't. They delayed the release like 20 times.
You know, bud.
Did they not delay it 20 times?
Oh, you know, and yes, they did delay it.
Oh, you know,
Wes. I do know. Yeah. I do know because I'm part of the conversation. You are not.
You're a producer on Top Gun.
It's in the fucking news.
No, but
you produced Top Gun 2. Pat, you
produced Top Gun 2. He knows the producer personally.
Oh, you guys know. Sorry here's a part of the show where I lend an expertise, and then it disagrees with one of my co-hosts' opinion. Therefore, it's denigrated.
But you said you were in the conversation about the production of.
No, I'm in the conversation about all the time. I'm talking to people all the time about films being released in theaters.
Movies in general.
Films being released in theaters.
It probably took balls to make Top Gun 2 36 years later, regardless of what.
It took a fuck ton of balls, guys, and it's good for movies. So there you have it. All right, let's move on. All right, guys.
Delayed it 18 times.
What's that?
They would have had more balls if they didn't delay it 18 times.
Seems like they picked the right time, Wes.
They certainly did.
They did pick the right time.
Having balls doesn't mean you're not smart.
Wes, there's no way Wes goes twice. There's no way Wes goes twice in 2020.
A lot of times having balls and not being smart go really hand in hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. All right. Guys, Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and the woman that he met before he understood his full potential, Brittany Matthews, are expecting their second child. You guys saw that. They made the announcement a couple days ago via very cute Instagram post that featured their first child. Let me see if I can find this picture. Here it is. Their first child, Sky, who's 1 year old, holding up a sign that said, "Big sister duties coming soon," with duties spelled D-U-T-I-E-S, not D-O-O-D-I-E-S. Big miss if you ask me.
They missed it.
Mahomes' younger brother Patrick was reportedly furious he was not included in the birth announcements.
He's dancing somewhere.
Yeah.
Very angry. Come on, though. They could have just put big sister duties coming soon. And it would have crushed.
Or little sister duties, too.
Oh, right. Instead of doing the real word.
Because their duties would have changed.
Duties.
They would have changed.
That's all they do is poop, right?
They poop all the time.
You guys know.
They poop all the time, guys. Update on escaped convict Gonzalo Lopez. Remember Gonzalo Lopez? He's the guy that...
the boss guy.
Yeah, he
ripped out of his chains.
It was like very Bane-like. He got out of his restraints and ripped through a cage.
Yeah, and then he that was awesome.
And then he ran through a field. Yeah,
they need to do a show about that guy. Yeah, reenactment.
Well, 20 days later, guys, Gonzalo, he's gone like the wind, bro. Texas Department of Criminal Justice released some new photos, though, in hopes of keeping Gonzalo in the news. Here are the pictures. Those are some photos of his tattoo.
Still on the run, huh?
What do you guys think of that? You see, I like how they clarified what the word across the top of his shoulder blades is.
Could have been anything.
If you fuck this man and see these tattoos, please call us.
Right.
They're all just covered up. I mean.
What? Who covered? What was the pyramid in Mexico that the Aztecs built?
Panchu.
Yeah, he has that on and then like a guy on top of it with the word Mexican.
Grim Reaper on the front.
It's a Grim Reaper. Yeah,
Grim Reaper. Then there's like the like a Day of the Dead type looking chicks, like multiple chicks.
What's it say on his stomach? They didn't spell it out for
us. I think it says Gonzo.
Like the porn?
Well, his name's Gonzalo.
Gonzalo.
Like the porn category?
No, like Gonzo journalism.
Yeah. He's a journalist?
He's a journalist. Where Buffalo may roam, bro. He's a big hunter-ass guy. Anyway, this seems to be last-ditch effort because the search
he's in Mexico, right?
Is waning. He's in Mexico.
Right, outside of the U.S.
He had connections to like the cartel. He's in Mexico.
He's Mexico Mafia. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice, I guess they ceased their big search on the 20th on Will's birthday.
They know it's over.
Yeah. So that guy's gone forever, unlike the whites. We might be.
So
know who we might be prank calling the motel they decided to stay at later.
Yep.
So Manhunt May ends
Today
with not all
Manhunt.
men caught.
Yep, not all men are caught.
Wasn't
And
there
the cyclist,
no?
the cyclist,
Yes, the
I believe,
cyclist.
is still on the loose.
She flew to New York the day after. So they had, I think, flight records of her. She committed the murder, and like the next day she got her ass to New York. And that was last they saw of her.
So what are the stats on Manhunt May? Like 1 out of 6 got
Not
caught.
great.
Not great.
So you had the whites, you had Mariah Wilson's killer, and you had
one dead cop,
and you had Gonzalo, and Caitlin Marie Armstrong's still on the run.
Turns out the whites were by far the dumbest of the.
Oh no, that was. I mean, it was pretty clear. I thought was clear in our coverage of it.
Two of them combined, IQ was lower than any of the other ones.
They were going to be the easiest to catch for sure. He was also 6'9".
I mean, dude,
6'9" and one lip on her.
My big thing is, how the fuck did Gonzalo get away, dude? Gonzalo literally hijacked a bus and it was like a fucking foot race. It sounds like to me he had some help, probably since
he probably knew where.
Since he has the cartel connections, he probably was delivered a device to help him get out of the cuffs, and then he was strong enough to rip through the cage. I think he got out of the cuffs with a something that was snuck to him, and then he ripped through the cage and got out. And then, like Will said, he probably had a getaway nearby.
And it could be a family tied up in a basement somewhere too. Right now, you never know.
Well, police said on 20th when they suspended air search that they firmly believe Dude's still in the area. But come on, Centerville, Texas, kind of down there near the border. I think
pretty close to Mexico, Texas, geographically. If I
might be able to blend in down there at the border.
Mm-hmm. What? Let's move on, guys. Can you guys help me make a determination of whether this Taco Bell Mexican pizza hype that keeps living in my feed is constructed or hype? I've
seen nothing, so it's constructed.
I've seen it.
I've seen it
every day. I've seen it every day. They're taking it away again, right?
Well, here's what's going on. So 2 weeks ago, Taco Bell, quote, brought back the Mexican pizza, which from what I can tell contains the following ingredients: seasoned beef, refried beans, flour tortillas. This is topped with pizza sauce.
Two fried, though. They're both fried.
They're both fried.
They're fried.
Pizza sauce, 3 cheese blend, and fresh diced tomatoes, which, except for the pizza sauce, seems to be the exact same ingredients in literally every other Taco Bell menu item. Now, Taco Bell brought back the item on May 19th, and there were whirlwind sales. One restaurant in Roseville, California, sold more than 1,000 Mexican pizzas in one day, Yum Brands said.
No way.
Mm-hmm. So
Mexican pizzas are delicious.
So
I can't believe I haven't
That's a
gone yet.
lot, though.
There was a whole Mexican pizza is back situation, right? And on May 9th, they announced that the Mexican Pizza, the musical, was happening. There it is.
Starring Dolly Parton, right?
With Doja Cat and Dolly Parton.
That's a joke, though.
That was never happening.
Right.
Well, it says Mexican Pizza musical is really happening.
That's a joke.
Did the people in the biz tell you, Pat?
No, they didn't.
Oh. Well, then probably it wasn't going to happen then.
What inside baseball do you guys bring to the table?
Oh, it's a Twitter. That's a clear meme. It's like it's
a joke. It's a joke.
It's a meme. It's a meme ad.
Later, guys, on the 26th, they said at this time we're postponing the Mexican Pizza the musical. We hope to reschedule this at a later date, complete with the joy and celebratory spirit in which was originally created.
Right. That was like planned. They're like, oh, then we'll hilariously cancel it 3 weeks later.
Guys, there's a frequently asked questions section on TacoBell.com just about the Mexican pizza. Why are there no more Mexican pizzas? Well, they say our fans' love is all consuming, and they're consuming all the Mexican pizzas. No. Demand for the Mexican pizza was 7 times higher than it was when it was last on menus.
What are they running out of, though? They have, like you said, they have all these ingredients.
Like Popeye's chicken, yeah.
Great question, Wes. Let me take it to the fact. When did shortages of the Mexican pizza were unexpected and have occurred on a rolling basis? We've communicated to the news, to our team members first, to ensure that they've had all the information and support they need to continue while serving our guests in our restaurants. They don't really identify what they're running out of. The pizza sauce?
Beef. It's got to be the pizza sauce.
They're running out of patience. Is what
it's the crispy.
Yeah. They're running out of patience. They don't have time to make all.
They could just swap in. They could just swap in like pico for the sauce.
This is clogging up the line. It's clogging up the line, just like the Popeye's chicken sandwich. They didn't have like the whole layout plan.
No other item on the menu has the flat crispy tortillas. That's it. Like.
Right, so
that's the only one.
So that means like the one person responsible for making it has to make 50 while no one else is working.
Or they don't have them because there's no wheat because the war in Ukraine.
Guys, they're going to bring it back, okay?
Yeah, of course. It'll come back.
What I'm getting at, y'all, is like our mega engineering marvels and advances in technology and assembly line advances taking place in Taco Bells over the course of months? No, this is totally manufactured is what I'm getting at, right? Or are they really having issues with Mexican pizzas?
I think they're having issues.
Yeah, they're having supply chain issues like everybody else in the world.
With what ingredients, though?
No, yeah,
wheat, probably.
Wheat. But it's corn.
I mean, that's true. They could just use corn tortillas.
They're flour tortillas.
It's flour tortillas. Yeah, it's definitely fried flour.
Well, what happened with the Popeyes chicken sandwich when they ran out of it? Did they run out of chicken?
That was in the height of the pandemic.
But we still have horrible supply chain issues. I think they just weren't mentally prepared or physically in the store.
All kinds of fuck ups. But also
it'll come back like the Popeyes chicken. You'll
like it'll come back. Yeah, it'll come speaking back. Of the oil and wheat. So last night when we were recording, oil's up so high because Europe agreed while we were taping the last show to ban most of Russian oil by the end of the year. Right. So like gas prices are just like skyrocketing.
So it's like global.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, the other question on the Mexican pizza,
wheat too, car harnesses. They're all made in Eastern Ukraine. Wheat and like what's it called? Car wiring harnesses. So, yeah.
So yeah, there you go. So that's how that.
A lot of things are having problems with it.
Yeah. Another question, the frequently asked questions is: so this whole thing was planned, right?
Yes.
And they say no. As soon as we're able to get the Mexican pizza back in the hands,
the hype is incredible.
I'm just saying, it seems like it's very convenient to like, it's going away, it's coming back, it's going away, it's coming back.
They copied Popeyes.
I'm going back now. I gotta go.
I didn't give two shits about Popeye's chicken sandwich until everyone was screaming about it, and like it was like I couldn't get it, and then I needed to have it. It's like now I want a Mexican pizza. Tell me I can't have it,
and now you want it. Yeah.
I want it.
So just keep an eye, guys. Keep an eye. This is Hard Factor on your side. This is the big fast food manipulating your stomachs, and we don't like it. It's bullshit. All right, guys. Moving on to the top story of the day, if you will. This is called the
cream of the crop.
Texas Supreme Court social media ban. The Supreme Court on Tuesday blocked a Texas law that would ban large social media companies from removing posts based on the views they express. And the state argued that its law, HB 20, which prohibits large social media firms from blocking, banning, or demoting posts or accounts, does not violate the First Amendment. So to bring up to speed here, essentially Texas was saying, the conservatives are getting censured on these social media posts, and we don't like it, so we're going to file a lawsuit. Texas Supreme Court says, no, they're allowed to do that however they like to. And this news, guys, perhaps was met with a sigh of relief, most importantly from thirsty Texas ladies who found that Instagram face filters were unavailable during this onslaught of litigation by the state of Texas against the social media platforms, which included a suit by Ken Paxton that alleged that the company used data from Facebook and Instagram filters to power its facial tracking software, a claim that Meta denies. But essentially, if you were trying to look a little bit hotter than you actually are down here in Texas over the course of the last couple of months, you were SOL, and you just had to be who you were.
Ken Paxton said, I've been getting catfished too much. I don't like it.
We need some integrity.
It's the data. No, I've been getting catfished too much.
When it comes, have you ever been in that situation where you've been snapping back and forth with one of these ladies? And then
he's like, look at her. Now look at her.
Meet her in person. It's just not who she says that she is.
He has a bit of a point there. The filters can be a little too strong in some cases.
Paxton's and every guy's a simple man there.
He's already got the bad eye too. I mean, like he can barely see as it is. So he
fellas, you're gonna want to trust me on this one. We'll throw it under HB 240, and you'll thank me later.
You won't thank me at first, but you'll thank me later.
Thank you, Paxton.
It's gonna be. We got a rough road ahead, boys. Trust me. But in the end, no, that's pretty much it. Essentially, Texas was trying to challenge a bunch of stuff that that Meta was doing. Supreme Court was mostly. They have a conservative majority right now. It was surprising. A lot of legal experts were saying in the way that they ruled, but they protected the First Amendment.
They've been doing that a few times because Texas has been on one. So the Supreme Court's been like, all right, like you got to calm down a little bit, Texas.
We'll give you abortion.
They've done a few recently,
but not face filters. You can't have face filters. Sorry.
They did something else with like Cruz recently too. And they're like,
with
okay,
Cruz, yeah, they're essentially we'll give you corruption in fundraising for candidates, but not face filters, Paxton. Yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on. Now you can have a face filter again down in Texas.
Got one that can make my eyes straight.
So Zuckerberg took the face filters away in response to the thing.
So
now that the
Meta,
suit's over,
so this is kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. So Meta has a facial recognition software. Okay, every tech company does. And
and because it's the basis of the filters,
that's what Texas was claiming. That's what Texas was claiming. Now here is an important note, and I never like to side on the side of Ken Paxton because he's a fucking criminal and an asshole. But I will say this: he was onto something in some respects for this challenge, because as you know, if you go to open up your iPhone, right? How do you do it? You do it with your
facial recognition, yeah.
Yeah, and Facebook paused a program where they were importing your data into their facial recognition algorithm, right, for identifying faces in crowds, and they're saying that they're going to be deleting that data it contains.
That's gonna be a tough time, dark day when the hackers inevitably a year from now just start using your face. Yeah.
So they're going to be deleting it soon. They're going to be deleting it soon. Why the fuck have you not deleted it yet? Is the question. So the Texas law was,
who turns on? You guys all turn on your face unlock? I don't do that shit.
Of course, it makes things move so much faster.
What do you you type in a passcode?
Everything is face unlock on my phone.
You type in passcodes?
Oh yeah, I use only fingerprints and passcodes.
Oh my god.
Face unlock is too exploitable. I
don't have the fingerprint.
Okay,
I think the face unlock
exploit me. I'm not typing shit in.
Yeah, all right. I just think I think it's very vulnerable. So I think
in the event that Will dies, someone could use face unlock on his dead body.
No, I've seen face unlock phones it's not supposed to. And I've also been using a password manager forever because I'm a little paranoid about hackers. So I think that face unlock is shitty security, personally.
It's the strongest security, probably, but I understand.
I believe it's the worst, personally.
Well, there you go. Why, Meta, have you not deleted this data yet? They're going to. Anyway, guys, that was brought to you by our sponsor, Sunday. Let's talk about having a kick-ass lawn. Do you have a kick-ass lawn? Do you want one? Yeah. Do you come home from work and say, oh, I might pop a cold one, and oh, look at my trashy lawn. I'm just going to sit inside. Do you wish that was different? Do you wish you could enjoy the best part of the day, sundown, when it's cooling down with your bare feet?
The lightning bugs were out last weekend as the sunset was going on.
Oh, my gosh.
Feet in the grass.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my gosh. How do you get that? Well, it's pretty easy. You could go to the store, I don't know, one of those home improvement situations, and get a chemical-filled product that's confusing and dangerous, might kill the neighbor's dog. Or we could just get a Sunday, take it from us. Order through Sunday's proprietary location-based system, which determines exactly what type of lawn care product you need based upon where you are, and doesn't contain harmful chemicals, okay? Their custom plans include fertilizer and everything you need to do, or everything you might need to take care of your lawn. Ingredients like seaweed, iron, molasses. You can feel good having kids running around and enjoying the yard too, but not too much, because that's your yard. Off the yard, kids! It'll feel a lot better when it looks good, saying that. All you got to do, guys, is go to Sunday.com, put in your address, use the lawn analysis tool that I was talking about just a minute earlier. They use the soil and climate data to create a nutrient plan for you, comes to you. It's a pouch, attach it to your garden hose, spray it on, takes less than 15 minutes. And Sunday's offering 20% off for our listeners. So a full season plan starts at just $129, and you can get 20% off that. So how do you do that? You go to Sunday, get Sunday, GetSunday.com/factor, get that 20% off. That's getsunday.com/factor, getsunday.com/factor, and get the lawn that you've always wanted.
Mm-hmm. Imagine being the guy who yells at the kids to get off his shitty lawn. Like he doesn't even have any grass. It's just weeds, like just like straggly weeds and sand.
Oh, we'll get off your dirt.
Get off of it.
Get off
it looks like shit.
That guy's a psycho.
You'd be lucky if we tracked some grass seeds on here with our shoes.
Yeah. You loser.
Yeah. We're just here to point out how bad it is. We're pointing at it.
Yeah, Sunday can save you from all that.
Yeah,
that's right. All right, boys. Got a little.
They're drawing like so and so loves so and so with a stick in the dirt because it's all dirt.
Guy that owns the house loves dick.
Yeah, they're drawing. He loves dick. They're drawing a bunch of dicks in the dirt.
They know I don't love dick.
Yeah, get out of here, kids. All right, so
Living on the edge of a lightning bolt, and I do not apologize for that.
Why would you?
That's right. Lightning round time. Guys, the first day of summer is just 3 weeks away. And with summer comes summer fun, right? Pool parties, water parks, and of course, the beach.
That's
However,
true. And that's official summer. I mean, it's already
hot down here, I'll tell you that.
Memorial Day is already like the unofficial summer.
I
mean,
agree.
I agree too.
Yeah.
3 weeks is the official date.
Because that's like the summer equinox or whatever.
June 21st.
The fucking woodchuck slows everything down. He has 6 more weeks of winter, and then it's got spring starts late, and then summer starts late. If we just stop
summer solstice,
stop listening to this damn
it's not a woodchuck, Mark.
A woodhog, hedgehog, whatever.
It's not that either.
It's a woodhog, yeah. Summer woodhog, yeah.
Piece of shit is what it is.
Summer woodhog.
A liar.
Great name for a craft brew.
Don't they call groundhogs woodchucks in Canada?
I don't know. Who cares?
I'm sure we'll hear from.
We had a good laugh anyways, right?
Yeah. But hey, the ocean, the beach, of course, right? Part of summer fun. But however, what I'm about to show you, you might want to just skip the ocean altogether, especially if you're vacationing on the East Coast of the United States, the Northeast, because those waters are apparently infested with great white sharks now. Check out this video off the coast of Nantucket, which is a popular summer getaway, where great white shark absolutely devours a seal no more than 100 yards off the Great Point Lighthouse over the weekend. Check this out.
You're joking. Oh no! Oh my God! I can see the blood.
See the blood. That's just a shark devouring a seal.
Oh my God!
Oh, you see the blood?
Excellent commentary.
I'm just pointing like this is where we are. We're like when observing nature, this is the reaction that humans have to it.
That's pretty intense, though, Pat. I mean,
I guess.
Yeah, no, a great white shark.
Great white
eating a seal in front of you is pretty intense.
I mean, here's a proper reaction. Oh, sick! But those people we're ready to write a letter to that
sounded like a
shark.
13-year-old girl.
Right.
Yeah, the girls were. I think they warmed up to it as it went on.
They realized how sick it was later.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it was like at first it was like, oh, this is shocking, but also so.
Wish my 20-year-old brother Trevor was here. He'd love this.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds sick.
Also, here's a video of a 10-foot mako shark just thrashing about on the beach because it got stuck off of Point Lookout on Long Island.
Don't go near that. Yeah.
Luckily, don't worry, guys. The 10-foot monster was able to eventually free itself and swim back out into the ocean to attack.
Thank God.
Those things are all over the place. That's like one of the common sharks they catch beach fishing.
Yeah, but the great white shark was like literally off the coast of Nantucket, where lots of people swim every year.
Yeah, you can see the beach right behind it.
I'm not going to the water
between a boat and the beach.
No,
holy shit!
I think they're warning you because they also found orcas in the Northeast. So I think
recently.
I think the great white sharks and the makos are warning you. They're like, you're scared of us. If you come near us, don't come out here. It's a worse fate if the orcas get you. I think they're actually protecting us, Wes.
You think the sharks are sending a message?
Yeah. They're y'all need to get out of these waters. For some reason, you're scared of us and not the orcas.
Oh man, dude,
the summer
that mako was in the Sound too.
Yeah, dude.
That mako wasn't in the ocean.
No, he was right up.
Bayside.
He was Bayside, bro.
He was around.
He was at the max.
What you can do is they have this new app. It's called the Sharktivity app. So if you're on your way to the beach and you want to ruin your day, you log on to the Sharktivity app and you can see.
That's like the sexual predators in your neighborhood app.
Yeah.
No. I love Sharktivity. This is great. The most paranoid people are on Sharktivity app. Yeah.
What do you say we don't go to the beach?
Sharktivity.com. This is like WebMD for hypochondriacs, except for people who are scared of the ocean. That's Sharktivity.com.
No, if you're going on
Sharktivity.com, want to go to the beach.
You weren't going in the water anyways, exactly.
Right.
You just need one thing to pop up. It could be 100 miles away.
I don't know, guys. If you see the Sharktivity forecast for today,
I'm going to the bar.
No way that person was going in the ocean.
No. I mean, I think you guys are missing a wonderful opportunity here. What can ruin the beach? screaming kids, and how can you get rid of them? Promoting Sharktivity. Because if any mom is on Sharktivity, ain't no way they're taking their kids to the beach that day.
Yeah,
maybe a Sharktivity
You
plant.
see that pop up?
Oh, bro! False reporting would clear the beach for you.
You wait till the biggest family walks by, and you turn your back and put on sunscreen, pretend you don't see him, and you loudly say to whoever you're with at the beach, like, "Did you see the Sharktivity app today? It's pretty crazy."
I'm reading the terms of use right now.
Shark levels are high.
Yeah, and then they spread it around like wildfire to the other families. You're scot free at the beach.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, it says you're not supposed to. It says you're not supposed to do that in the terms of service.
Yeah, I'm sure it's frowned upon.
Fake reports. Yeah.
Don't fake reports.
Okay.
That's like bomb on a plane. Yeah, you can't do it.
But yeah, if you want to do something else that day, and everyone's like, "Let's go to the beach," just pull up Sharktivity, and you'll get out of it. That's my advice to you. If you don't want to go to the beach.
Oh, do they have the names of the sharks?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
If you you can identify the species.
Agnes, Aiden,
Mighty.
Amelia Finhart, Amy,
Yeah.
Gruesome, Big Bopper,
Yeah.
Cool Beans,
Rippy.
Fangirl, Fluffy, Goose. Ooh, Goose. Where's Goose been?
No, I don't care.
Godzilla.
I don't care how many sharks are in the area. I'm going in the ocean all day, every day, nonstop.
Not if I see a great white 100 yards from.
You can't get me
shore.
out of it. I'm not going 100 yards from shore. I'm going 15 to 25 yards from shore.
If I see a great white, I'm not going to the ocean in
Come and
California.
get me, sharks.
None.
Yeah. I'm not surfing. I'm just in there having a good time.
You just gotta live your life, you know.
Famous
Yeah.
last
These things have been in the water for millennia.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger.
No thanks.
What are you gonna do? Knock it in the water? That's what. That's Wes's answer. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Wes-
they have
Wes
beautiful
just said he's
freshwater
not
lakes
getting
up
in the
there.
water.
They have beautiful freshwater lakes up there around that area.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
They're
really
so
be enjoying
cold,
the
though, bro.
waves. The waves.
Okay,
and
let's bring the
freshwater
whole
lakes.
party from the ocean to the lake. I don't think so.
Yeah, they're
No.
delightful.
Sometimes you need a nice wave in your life, a nice salt water
Ocean's 10 times better than
spray
a
in
lake.
your face. A little
Ooh,
water.
Scarface.
I don't believe you that if there was a great white shark eating a seal 100 yards offshore, that you would get in that water. I don't
I
believe.
guarantee you I'd get in the water. Did you not see me? You've been to the beach with me.
But not if you
I
see
know,
a
but you
fucking
never
shark.
saw a great white devour
Not
a
if you
seal
could see the
100 yards
shark.
away.
Oh shit,
I'm
guys!
not going
way.
100 yards. I'm not going 100 yards out in the ocean.
Toothy.
Just walk out just far enough to see the shark better.
I'm going
and then
chest
stay
deep
right
always.
there.
That's like 5 to 10 yards in the
So
ocean.
Mark, you're saying you could flee back to the beach before the shark can get you.
easily, and it's just not going to come all the way. Its belly would be like touching the sand. Why would it do that? It's not going to do
You
that.
see what the Mako did? That happens all the time. They get a little.
Oh
excited.
man, the Mako doesn't give a fuck about me.
Okay. Braver than I am. All right, let's move on, guys. Have you ever thought to yourself, "I wish I could understand what my pet is trying to tell me"?
App fucks, by the way. Yeah.
You know? Like, hey, I think most pet owners have experienced this desire.
Every day, Wes.
Yep. And now, thanks to researchers in Tel Aviv and Dr. Yossi Yavel,
Spend hours.
yeah. What does that meow mean?
I've always assumed that they're
Eats my day alive.
right.
What's that, Butters?
Their real voices. I always assumed would be more annoying than the meows and
You're
barks.
100% right.
I
Yeah.
don't want to know.
100% right, Will. I'm with you. So researchers in Tel Aviv said that the day where you can actually understand what your pet is trying to tell you is not far off. You see, Dr. Yavel and his team have been studying the communication habits of bats for years and have made a breakthrough that Yossi describes as a miracle, like magic. You see, like bats communicate with the echolocation signals, and now using ultrasonic frequency detectors, the Tel Aviv team are able to translate what the signals mean in human language. So there's lots of bats that eavesdrop, listening to what other bats are saying, he said, and with the help of artificial intelligence technology, people can begin listening to what other animals are saying too.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, machine learning can revolutionize our understanding of animal communication. So we've been doing this with whales, dolphins, all kinds of stuff that use the sonar for years. But now they're getting close with AI that you might be able to just, be able to tell exactly what your dog is saying. And
Get them a little AI collar.
Well, hold on,
No, you
Mark.
won't.
Mark, why do you say no? Because an animal does make a similar noise when it wants a similar thing.
That's right.
Right?
No.
Like if it wants to eat, it makes a certain noise.
Okay,
My dog wants to take a shit. I know exactly.
You don't. Okay, but you don't know.
I think it'll be annoying. You can turn the collar off though.
You don't know what it's saying. You know that it's hungry. It's not like, hey, Pat, I'll have the chicken.
You know the translation.
Do you understand? It's saying like I'm hungry or I'm thirsty. Like you can.
Hey, loser! I guess she left you.
Yeah, you can generalize.
It's gonna take itself.
You can come into very broad generalizations of what it's probably likely saying, but you can't understand what it would be saying in English. I'm sorry.
You gonna ooze out of anytime today?
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you could do some testing to figure it out, though.
Yeah, and you can pick. I hope what like Wes is saying. You can pick like a dirty old plumber to be your voice, or like a posh British
Wake
guy.
Up.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Fuck that kitchen up. You don't get up.
Wake up. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I just took a huge shit in there. You're gonna smell it. You're gonna. Oh, you smell it now? Here it comes. Here comes
That
the
would be
wave.
really worth it. That'd be hilarious if you had that. If they had that that type of customized options on it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Watch me lick my ass.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go hump the shit out of it. Watch this.
This is exactly what I'm saying. I'm going to take 7 licks on my ass. Like, you're not going to be able to find out what they're saying.
What if it turns out that your pet is suicidal? How depressing would that be?
Yeah.
Or if it's like, it's attracted to your wife or to you. Like it's like
Check out.
It's like in love with you.
Check out this woman though. I found a video. This woman is using
naked?
like chimps that with the buttons. She thinks that her dog is learning English through these buttons. Check out this video.
All these idiots do this with the buttons, and it doesn't
I
work.
started with an outside button, and
they've done this with
These are so stupid.
Outside.
They've had a
and then
bunch
when
of
she was
these
using that
at this
button
point.
consistently, that's when we added it to the board.
funny, though.
And we
They had the
added
tennis ball one too, Wes.
come,
Remember?
and love
Yeah,
you
yeah.
at that point
They-
in time.
I love it though.
Through a series of thousands of tiny reinforcements, she learns the meaning of each button.
But they think that she knows how to say "love you," like the dog feels the love.
Right.
Smashing the play
Because
button,
they're
like
psychos,
grabbing a
Wes.
tug toy, bringing it over to us,
Hang on, I want to get to the
demanding
dog.
interaction in that way.
Love you.
Oh, I love you too.
But
It's like fucking outside.
same,
It definitely meant outside.
The larger
Yeah.
movies.
It meant treat.
Yeah, but
Look at it, just keep pressing all these buttons.
Love you.
yeah, until it gets what it wants. Will.
Right.
It doesn't know what the fuck the buttons mean.
It pushes the buttons until it gets the reaction it wants.
Combination of
Yeah.
those two words.
This lady should have rethought this haircut
Combined
before she
meaning.
went on a scientific
These
chat.
people are
Later?
insane.
Can I come later?
That- I'm
Can I
with-
take
Wait,
a
look,
nap?
she's telling the dog's telling the woman to come. Watch.
Later?
Come
Now.
now.
Can I take a
now.
nap? Do you need me to come now?
Give me a
Oh,
break.
I mean,
Give me a
it's
break.
getting weird.
This is
For
at least-
example, we play the where dad, where mom game with her a lot, and that's how
Alright,
we
you
sort of
guys
got her
get it.
comfortable with
We
the
get it.
concept.
We got
It's
it.
funny. It's hilarious.
I mean, but it works
Yeah,
for the
that
chips.
psychopath thinks her
No,
dog.
I think I think it can work, Pat, for a few
Her poor
things.
husband's upstairs too.
Pat, it can work for a few things like food, outside. Like it can memorize a few buttons, but it's not saying "I love you." It's not saying emotions. I'm sorry. It's just not. The dog's doesn't remember "I love you."
I mean, that's a
love you.
negative view on things.
It's just
Mark.
not happening. I'm sorry. This is at least better than the dog phone. Remember when that lady, that
Yeah,
con artist lady,
that was like with the
did
tennis
dog-
ball.
the
Yeah.
tennis ball with the dog phone.
Tennis ball dog phone.
And she's like, "I've created the dog phone." And then what she would do is she would call the dog,
It turned on a Zoom for
and the
you.
dog didn't like respond to her at all, or like the dog would like call her at work, and she'd get all the things. She's like, "What is the dog doing?" It's just like licking its cock. It's like it wasn't like trying to make a phone
There's
call
one-
to her. He was playing with
There's
the
one
ball.
part of the video where the dog says like go like find daddy or daddy upstairs, and then they walk upstairs. The woman like basically just pushes her upstairs and then walks into the guy's office, and she's like, "Daddy, she wanted to see daddy," and the guy's
See,
like, "Oh,
she did
fuck-
it.
Fuck me again."
he's like,
he's
yeah,
like,
well,
"I'm gonna kill."
look, if you're in a relationship with someone that has the
Filming me
buttons,
in
Yeah.
this video.
if you're in a relationship with someone that has the buttons, you're in trouble.
Yeah, button girlfriend.
You're in serious trouble.
Yeah. All right, one more. We'll just get through it real quick because we're running a little long. Guys, this is Kendra. Kendra is a stripper in the South, of course. You know, like I showed you guys before, she has a cute little pit bull in the back there. Very popular. She's even more popular than us on TikTok. Actually, she's got 57,000 followers, but not as many likes as us.
Barely.
I mean,
yeah,
if we had tits, we'd have way more followers. But the reason that she's getting
Well, I mean,
so
I
many
do
followers,
have tits, but it's not
Right.
doing it for me, unfortunately.
right now we can't really use them as well as she can. She's a
We
stripper.
kind of maxed out all the followers that Will's tits gets us.
Yeah.
It's very niche.
We're not willing to do like
You guys need to grow your tits bigger. Is what I'm saying.
we're not willing yet to do like feeder bowl type content, which would get us more followers. Just
I'm willing.
Gainer bull.
feeder bowl, yeah.
If someone were to point me in the right direction, I'd do it.
We have so many more followers if we just gotten whitey tighties and stuffed our faces in front of a fridge.
We would. We really would.
Yeah.
Shut up about the news. Eat,
Idiot.
eat,
Another
you fat ass. Spill a little bit on you. Oh, you spill. You're dirty now.
Get a full ham. Get a spiral ham. Eat that ham, fatty.
Not above it. The reason
You gonna put any sauce on the ham? You're just gonna eat it dry?
Is because of this video where she claims that she ended up being the stripper at her brother's bachelor party, and she didn't realize it until she was completely naked. And that video has 10 million views.
That's
but I mean,
it has to be right.
It has to be fake, right? I mean, and like if you're a brother, the first thing you say to your friends is like, "Hey, we're going out of town for this strip club thing because my sister works in town. She's a stripper. And I don't really want to, that
was happen, was he in the bathroom when she walked in?
I don't know I think they were at her club, which it makes it even more fucked up. Unless she got naked and started shoving things in her vagina. I don't know.
If it's at the club, it's less believable. It's more believable if she's a house stripper
with a different name, like Destiny.
Yeah, right. Or they never talk, like he hates her because she's a stripper and they don't communicate.
And then he orders a stripper and it's her. That's karma.
Yeah, that is karma. So who's the asshole here though? Like, is she the asshole? Is he the idiot?
It's her profession.
Her friends.
Because he showed up
as an idiot.
Right.
Like either way, if it was a house stripper and he ordered his sister or he showed up to her place.
He didn't order, his friends did.
Okay,
I think there might be some malice here.
He knew a house stripper was coming over, right?
Right. He knew that he was in the same town as his sister, who was a stripper.
Yeah, so his friends set him up.
Yeah.
So he's the idiot.
It's kind of hilarious.
It's awesome.
I mean, it is hilarious if you're the friends and your guy's sister shows up.
Yeah.
You can't live that down.
I wouldn't call him friends if they did it maliciously anymore.
No, they're like, hey, watch us play with your sister now, bro.
Here she comes.
That's how you end a friendship. Yeah.
Watch us do all the games with your sister.
Has Dave been pissing you off? He has. Let's order his sister over and not tell him.
Call him up. Bring him over here.
Somebody give me $20 for his sister. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's a lot of people are saying it's fake and she's full of shit.
I think
it's a vicious prank.
Anyway, that's
it. Could definitely be staged too, just to get attention. Yeah.
Well, 10 million views is not bad.
Yeah. Nice pics though.
Yeah.
She's got a rear on her. All right, let's hit the road.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
It sure is, Darcel. It sure is. Hey, you know how some people are big transportation folk? Like they're obsessed with the form of transportation, like car people. They're really into cars or like train people. Yes, Pat, like this guy. You know, the guy on TikTok, the train guy.
What was the train
Francois Borgi, the penis train?
Yeah, butt McFuggin or something.
Butt fuck.
Yeah, butt fart or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's a
the name of the engineer was Butt Fart, right? And he like Butt Fart worked for like 40 years and they named a train after him.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Senior Butt Fart. And he's always super excited. Yeah, well, people are like that. They're car people, they're train people, okay? And you know for sure, if you're a listener of this show, that some people are plane people. Right? Aviation folk. But I think I found the biggest plane person that would make the aviation guys look like we do when we talk about planes. And that would be, I'd like you to meet 23-year-old Sarah Rodo of Dortmund, Germany. There you go. She's posing with a plane. She really, really likes planes. I mean, really, really likes planes. Like she falls in love with them, fucks them, likes planes.
Oh, how do you fuck a plane?
She's one of those.
Oh, here's Sarah with her boyfriend, Will. A toy 737 Boeing.
She can fuck that thing,
it's a small plane. Ooh,
A replica toy Boeing 737.
It's a dildo-sized plane.
Notice she ripped the wheels off the front there.
Yeah, to get it in. No word
Landing gear disengaged.
First thing she does is rip the wheels off.
Well, it might have been an accident. No word on if it's a Max, but it's a 730. I can't tell, obviously.
Got to make that fuselage extra
Boeing.
smooth. Yeah.
Check her out. This one's an even bigger one.
Oh, okay. She's laying in bed with a.
That's a big one. She has over 50 replica.
She's making
Boeing
out with
737s. Well, it's her boyfriend. Well, that one right there, I believe, is the one she calls Dickie. It's her boyfriend, and she says she hopes to marry Dickie one day. No word yet on if the toy plane has asked her dad's permission yet. for
what's
her hand in
stopping her,
marriage.
really, you know?
Yeah. Sarah identifies as an
Nobody in her life, apparently.
no one cares. Sarah identifies as an objectum sexual, meaning that she is crazy, or that she's attracted to inanimate objects. You see, Sarah tried, quote, normal relationships with human guys, but they never got her to lift off, and now she shoves a replica cockpit in her cockpit.
She should get together with the fictosexual guy in Japan. They're the same, basically, except with anime. Instead, she's with planes, model planes.
And Yuri's moving into this model. He's going to the ashtrays, right? There's a group of people that they could get a whack pack going.
Yuri would fuck up some planes, man.
Yuri would destroy planes.
Oh.
Yeah. In his ass.
Look like a plane crash in his house.
Trying to find the black box, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Good luck. He's gonna ask you to. That's what he's gonna say. Tried to find the black box. I love everything about him, but particularly his face, wings, and engine. They're so sexy to me, Sarah said. Sarah's last boyfriend, and I'm not joking here, was a train. But they recently broke up when things went off the rails. You know what I mean? So, if you're a toy bus or a boat, don't give up yet, because there's a chance Sarah might walk by an FAO Schwartz today, you know? Hey, come on, Sarah, you idiot. Sarah can't go inside a toy shop unless she's wearing a bathing suit. I mean, good for her, though. Whatever makes you happy, Sarah. And may I suggest Top Gun 2? I thought it was amazing, but I think it might blow your mind.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine Sarah in a Top Gun 2 show?
Well, that might be, but if she watches that might be what puts her back on men, because she sees Tom Cruise. I mean, she's got to imagine a plane has no pilot. I would assume because like in her mind, the
Dickie
plane
looks pretty pilotless.
Exactly. Those planes are flying themselves in Sarah's brain. There's no man inside manipulating the steering wheel. No.
I got a question for you.
She's like, here comes the plane into her vagina.
Yeah, like instead of feeding. It's the adult version. It's the adult version of Here Comes the Airplane.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. What's Sarah's favorite porno?
Snakes on a plane.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah.
Come on. She's a freak. All right, I think I'm done punching down on poor Sarah. Let's move on to another oddball in Europe. You guys got any more Sarah jokes? She fucks planes, toy planes.
No, that's pretty much it.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah, says it all.
It's pretty weird. But whatever. Stay happy, I guess. All right. I'd like you to meet 37-year-old James McDougall of the UK. James is the father of 15 children. Wow, that's a lot of kids. More like James McDuggar. Am I right?
He's so young looking.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for that, Wes. The thing is, he's not raising any of the 15 kids. What a dick, right? Well, he's not raising them because his 15 children are all sperm donor children. And that was part of the deal. He gives the sperm, gets some sort of compensation or whatever, and then he doesn't parent.
Is he a virologist, one of these doctors that keeps impregnating people like we've been reading about?
No, he's an idiot. More on that in a few seconds.
He's a scumbag.
Yeah. In fact, he donated to predominantly like lesbian couples who totally knew the deal as they responded to his internet ads. And you heard that right. Internet ads, not through a sperm donor company. James goes off the record. And do you know why James goes off the record and not through a sperm donation company?
I don't know.
He hates paperwork.
Insurance. Yeah.
It's because he would be rejected by any sperm donor company because he has an incurable Fragile X syndrome, which is a genetic disorder that leads to like low IQ and developmental delay. So he's he's an actual idiot.
Well, no, he's got the no. That's so you get tested for this. You can get, like, my wife and I got tested for this before we had a child, and you find out if you carried the gene to potentially have, like, he carries that gene. He carries
it hard.
Yeah, it's that plus others. I think there can be worse than it just depends. I think there's different.
He carries it hard, and he knows that he carries it, and he himself is a dum. Do you know how James got caught? Well, we already established that he's an idiot, and this idiot tattled on himself when his identity came out in family court. family court battle in Derby, United Kingdom, after he applied for parental responsibility orders for 4 of his kids, even though he signed an agreement to not be a parent at all. He all of a sudden, a couple years later, was like, I want to be a parent all of a sudden.
Oh, now he's into it.
Wow.
So he filed paperwork, and then they took him to court, and lo and behold, they found out that he has Fragile X syndrome or whatever, and they're like, whoa. Yeah. What the fuck, dude?
Right. Like doctors would have advised you potentially maybe rethinking biological kids. Like,
yes, exactly. So he all of the 4 mothers that like he filed this thing against said absolutely not. We don't want him to be a father. And then the judge also agreed, saying that this guy was a piece of shit. And the judge, female judge Natalie Levine, named him, which they don't have to do in the Europe if you've followed along. Like she said she purposely named him just so that if any other woman did a simple Google search for his name, they would decide to not sperm donor from him, because she can't like legally stop him from sperm donoring. So she just tried to expose him to prevent other women from having the same problems that these 15 women, or 30 if it's pairs of lesbians, had with siring his children. And she also ruled that he can never have anything to do with those 4 kids, and that for 3 years he cannot file any other court orders like appeals, because he's already traumatized these family enough, is what Judge Natalie Levine said. She's like, get the fuck out of here, psycho.
I think they want all the help they can get, though,
Right. Also sounds like most of his kids are probably normal, considering he's filing for parenthood. So,
not really. In 2018, he was awarded rights to a child, but when the child returned to court with non-accidental bruises, which James gave him because he was beating him up, they took that kid away from James. In this recent case, one woman who had 2 children with James donated sperm, said that she used to like have him over. She was kind of like friends with him during the donation period and stuff, and that he would weirdly like shower with the one kid, and that he beat her up, and he got arrested in 2020 for beating her up.
Abuser on top.
And her 3-year-old child is nonverbal due to Fragile X syndrome and doesn't speak at all, and has very severe learning disabilities. So,
okay.
Thanks, James McDougal, for ruining several people's lives. You piece of shit. Yeah.
So what are they going to do to him?
Nothing. He just is out there trying to sperm up people with his Fragile
Which one's
X.
worse, James McDougal or anything else on this show?
James McDougal.
That's right,
Worst.
James McDougal.
James McDougal's a piece of shit. Yeah. James McDougal's adopted step-parents or parents came out, and they're like, he's just a harmless boy. He's just trying to help people. No, he beats up kids and women and sperms them up, and then they have severe learning disabilities their whole life, and he doesn't warn you ahead of time. Yeah.
One of the worst people we've covered recently.
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit.
Wow.
That's the TikTok international moment.
Okay, well, glad the judge named James McDougal. Stay away from him if you're in England. Also, a little update from yesterday. I read Levon Helm's bio accidentally. Apologies to the late Ronnie Hawkins. He's actually the guy who recruited Levon Helm to the band, made it incredible from the outside. So sorry to the Hawk, R.I.P. And before we take off into space to close things out today, let's take a minute to talk about the benefits of Stamps.com. Time is one of the most important things in life. Maybe the most important thing. So you don't want to waste it on stuff that doesn't matter. Stamps.com makes mailing and shipping quick, easy, and cost-effective. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. Stamps.com gives you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your computer, and get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 30% off USPS rates and 86% off UPS. All you need is your regular computer and printer, no special supplies or equipment. You're up and running within minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send. Sign up with promo code HARDFACTOR for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code HARDFACTOR. All one word. Stop wasting your time on things that don't matter. Stamps.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Space is the place. Hello.
You're damn right, space is the place. And the new research out of space this week will absolutely blow your tits off, fellas. First up, malicious aliens. You heard that right. New research by Alberto Caballero a PhD student at the University of Vigo in Spain, was published recently in the International Journal of Astrobiology, where Alberto claimed that he pinpointed the wow signal. Have you guys ever heard about the wow signal? It was
feeling we're about to.
So
you
like
are
like a clit. Something like that.
kind of Wes.
Yeah.
It's
Is
like
that
if it,
space is clit.
The why? Yeah,
Yes.
space is clit. It sounds like. Yeah.
I think basically yes.
It was hard to find.
It was first detected. It was first detected by the Big Ear Radio Telescope at Ohio State University in 1977, and it's a strange minute-long burst of radio energy that may have originated from a sun-like star toward the constellation Sagittarius, 1,800 light years from the Earth. And here it is in West. I mean, it could kind of be like an alien orgasm. You tell me.
Sounds like a lot of mayhaves.
It's like a fact from outer space.
That's an SOS.
Yeah. SOS. I mean, what do you guys think?
Very unpleasant to play on a radio show.
They tried to study this thing.
I don't think we need to listen to the whole minute.
Okay, I'll bring it down. I'll bring it down. But what do you? I mean, any guesses? Any guesses?
As to what it is, do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know the actual answer, or are you just asking us to guess?
No, literally nobody knows the answer.
Oh.
But this guy Alberto thinks it's from aliens.
I don't think it's an orgasm.
No, not an orgasm. But like, what would they be trying to tell you with that noise?
It sounds like some sort of like
Run.
SOS type system. Like what's it called? Like what's that type of message?
Emergency broadcast.
Yeah.
So this is like after. Okay, so you think that maybe wherever this came from,
They're
this
sending a
could have been
message.
disaster.
Yeah. Well, they're just like sending a message. What's it called? Not SOS, but what's the thing called? We did it to like the old
Morse code.
Morse code.
Morse code.
Sounds like Morse code. Yeah.
Well, science has studied it for years, because it was first detected in 1977. Nobody could ever figure out where it came from. But Alberto claims that he does know, and that it is from aliens. And the paper called Estimating the Prevalence of Malicious Extraterrestrial Civilizations is where Alberto warns people something extremely obvious that we've covered on this show before, to not message aliens, send out things like with our dicks and stuff and nudes on them.
Right.
Since
presenting your rear to the aliens. Yeah.
Right. Like NASA wants to do. And he's saying, obviously, do not do this since aliens could be hostile and want to invade us. Right. Because
This is what Hawking said the whole time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Seems like smart people tend to just understand this innately. He bases this obviously upon humans, deducing that out of the 15,785 alien-worthy exoplanet systems in the Milky Way galaxy, potentially 4 to 5 could be hosting quote-unquote malicious alien civilizations capable of receiving whatever message we send and then wanting to kill us all in response. Because there would only be 4 to 5, because as societies advance, they tend to get less malicious, but not all the time. Thankfully, though, even Alberto himself admits the likelihood of a malicious alien invasion or an Armageddon-like asteroid are very similar and both extremely small, at about 1 out of 100 million years probability. So probably not going to happen.
Guy knows a lot. I would agree that NASA should probably stop sending like this picture up to aliens. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's Carol Baskin and her husband's in a dog collar. Like
Yeah,
that's,
kinking out with each
Yeah.
other. I mean, they literally sent them a nude.
come and take us. Yeah.
Was the last thing that they sent up there. And speaking of malicious aliens, maybe it was them who placed a mysterious jamming device in a car outside the Jinquan Satellite Launch Center this week in China. The Shenzhou 14 is taking off soon from there, and they discovered the jammer as part of the pre-flight tests. And the launch is still on track, though, and it will start the last phase of completing China's Tiangong space station, since they've been, banned from the ISS since 2011 over U.S. security concerns. So rightfully so.
Why would someone put a jammer there?
I'm sure it wasn't. It didn't have anything to do with those U.S. security concerns.
Fuck
Speaking
shit
of the
up.
USA,
It's like in that movie Contact. Remember with
yeah, I don't know why would somebody try to interrupt their
Jake
space
Busey or
program?
whatever. They jam up the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who knows, right? Speaking of the USA, we're actually doing all kinds of cool shit in space this week ourselves, besides potentially planning that jammer in China. Of note, the James Webb Telescope is going to study 2 super Earths 50 light years away from Earth, to try and survey their geology as its first assignment after being fully commissioned in June. Unfortunately, though, super Earths are not nearly as cool as they sound. They're uninhabitable and just really big, rocky Earth-like planets. The two planets that Webb officials announced they would study on May 26th were the super hot lava-covered 55 Canceri E and LHS 3844b, which they both
Bring your
lack
sunscreen.
Yes, wear sunscreen, lack substantial atmosphere so that they'll be able to hopefully get a clear shot of those planets. Basically, we'll see if the Webb can do this assignment that lesser telescopes have never been able to do because they don't have the light sensitivity to complete any type of planetary observation.
Would you go in the ocean in that planet, Wes? If it's 1,000 degrees outside?
Lava.
Yeah.
Of course
ocean.
not. You would probably though.
I mean, it's too hot. It's too hot not to. Gotta cool down.
Shark lava.
Yeah.
Burn.
You would, you idiot.
I love the ocean.
If we could survive lava, I would love to get into lava.
Oh yeah.
What I mean, doesn't it look so cool? Like it looks like
Oh,
it
yeah.
would be like almost like a lava bath. Like that would be
That's the
it'd
goal.
kill you.
Deadly, yeah.
It would kill you.
Deadly.
Speaking of the Webb,
Deadly
though, the telescope it's replacing, the Hubble, is still tossing up new spiral galaxies all the time, just constantly. Look at this fresh one right here, beautiful. The Hubble, I mean, it just keeps doing great things. 2022, great telescope year. Can't be all bad in 2022, right? Good year for telescopes. Who would have thought? But finally, it can be all bad for prospective Martian explorers who don't want to become cyborgs to make the trip to Mars. Lord Martin Rees, the 15th Astronomer Royal in Britain.
This guy sounds like he smells his own farts.
Yeah, what kind of look does he have on his face, Mark?
Cocky look.
Yeah.
Arrogant.
Yeah.
Like he knows his name starts with Lord.
Yeah, Lord Martin Rees. He's the 15th named royal astronomer, and he told the Hay Festival in Britain, these intrepid explorers on Mars will be out of the clutches of the regulators, and they will have every incentive to modify their bodies themselves because they are very badly adapted for Mars. They will use all of these techniques to adapt themselves. Within a generation or two, they could become quite a different species. We don't know what mixture they will be of flesh and blood and electronic, but if they become electronic, then of course they could be near immortal. If that is the case, they would be able to make a very long interstellar voyage, hibernating for millennia.
He added, plus, then we could bring back slaves.
Okay, yeah. I think he wants to become one of these immortal things so that he can enslave the rest of us.
Yeah,
sounds awesome.
Immortal.
Yeah.
They lose me.
Yeah, Lord so-and-so's talking about immortality.
Yeah.
You're not in? I'm in.
Shocker.
I'm in with Lord Martin Rees and his immortal plan.
As he's coming to death, he starts talking about this more and more in his old age.
Yeah. Also, this is like it's blowing people's minds because I guess people are like, what? You'd have to become a robot to go to Mars? If you were totally cool with blasting yourself off on a giant rocket to Mars, but not becoming part robot on the trip, you should just give up like going to Mars right now. You were in the extreme minority. There are so many Elon bros that would become a robot right now to go to Mars.
I mean, we talked about a girl fucking a toy plane. There are at least some takers.
Right. Yeah. So
they'll find enough people to volunteer. Yeah.
Elon's going to find his bots to get to Mars, which is ironic since Elon is the one complaining about bots on Twitter today.
It's true.
And that's what's happening in space. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor today.
Should we call the motel or save it?
Oh,
no, we got to call. We
promised it.
We teased it. Yeah.
We got to.
I'm going to spin the wheel.
Pop up the wheel.
Has Will done one yet?
Oh, let's make you will. Do you want to volunteer? Will you call this motel if we give you the phone number?
Yeah. What's the phone number?
Okay.
I got it right here. 812 424.
Hold up. Hold on. I had a phone number in there. 424
6431. Motel 41. You're looking for room 150.
That's where they stay. You can also try to call room 150. Like type in 150 the first.
All right.
Thank you for calling Motel 41. If you know your party's room number, you may dial it at
Try
any
150.
time.
Yeah, let's try 150.
Yeah.
Let's see who's in there.
You are being transferred to a guest.
A horny guest. Oh, they've taken the number off the door.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Transferred to the operator.
Oh man.
There we go. Hopefully it's the same woman.
Thank you for calling Motel 41. How may I help you?
Hi, you got any availability in that room 150 this weekend?
No, sir. We have no availability in that room, period.
Period. Well,
Period.
why not? What happened? I heard that you could still get in there.
No, sir.
Well, why not?
No, sir.
But I really
We have other rooms that are available to be rented.
no.
Take a reservation from you.
Well, okay, but at room 150, can I get on a waiting list? How long should I wait to get into room 150?
That room is unavailable.
Oh, come on. I mean, how much the room exists still, right? So,
That room is unavailable.
but could it become available for the right price?
No, sir.
Why not?
It is unavailable.
I just want to get in there. You know what I mean? Do you have availability this weekend in other rooms in the hotel?
There are other rooms available, a queen or a double.
Ask her how strong the door on 150 is.
I got to think about this. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm gonna have to call you back, and because I was really hoping for 150. So
Can I tunnel in from 138?
it's taking the wind out of my sails a little bit. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Sorry, guys. I laughed.
They took the number off the door.
Yeah,
Did they take 150 off the door?
That's because people were trying to steal it.
Yeah.
They should put 150 on every door to make everyone feel included.
So now she's just not taking any reservations at all.
Wow.
We're gonna
You can't
get her.
in. Fuck.
Let's call her again tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna crack this.
She's the same lady.
Yeah, I bet you we could
That was the
bribe
same
her
lady.
$10,000 just to you. I'm not talking about the owner. I'm talking to you now.
I mean, she's saying there's no price.
No, I know.
There's a price.
There's someone standing over her, probably.
That's true.
That's awesome.
Is that a 150 call?
You guys, your suggestions were too hilarious. I couldn't stop from laughing.
That's good.
All right, let's find out what we're doing tomorrow.
All right.
Ooh.
That was close. Coffee's
Get
made.
out. Mark, cup of coffee.
Will's
Will on
TikTok.
TikTok.
Boom.
All right.
See you out there, Will. See you out there,
There we
boys.
go. All right. You guys hear the Commanders are moving to Woodbridge in the smallest stadium in the league?
Oh, you serious?
Yeah.
Why are they leaving FedEx?
Because it's like a crap hole.
They're moving to
And then they're
Woodbridge, Virginia.
Yeah, and they're going to make like the smallest stadium ever.
The fuck are you talking about?
The traffic's going to be atrocious. So
Yeah, they
Woodbridge,
just bought all
Virginia?
they just bought like it's in Dale City. Yeah, they just bought all the
Holy shit.
In Dale?
the poor get poorer. You know what I mean? With
Oh my God!
Commanders
What
are
a
moving to
move!
Woodbridge.
yeah,
What a
Woodbridge.
move that
Woodbridge.
is.
The W stands for Woodbridge, not Washington. Anyway,
To
can't wait
Woodbridge?
talk- yeah, Woodbridge. Look it up. We'll talk about it more. And speaking of that, can't wait to talk to everybody again tomorrow. Mark on the coffee, me on the TikTok. But in the meantime, get out there today and have a great fucking day.
Woodbridge, man.
There's gonna be so many deaths in that parking lot.